Okay, so last year, long before the election, I told you guys that it would make a lot of sense to buy a gun before there was a SACF type of situation, because in those type of situations, supplies dry up, magazine prices go up, the prices of guns go up. You find yourself in a situation paying a lot more for guns than you would if you were to buy them under normal circumstances. So that time, I decided to buy a Arsenal SGL 20, an AK, for around $850. I put it in on layaway, and I was able to get a pretty decent deal off of that. I also picked up two Glocks, another Glock 21, chamber in 45, of course, another one chamber 9mm in case, I ran into a situation where I came across some 9mm under SACF, but if I only had 45 as a gun, it would have been a problem for me. So anyway, I picked that up, and also I figured that my family would be able to handle the 9mm a little bit better. But anyway, I picked it up, and after the election, of course, there was a Sandy Hook craziness. And now I'm thinking I'm not going to be buying a gun for a while, because my needs are pretty much taken care of as far as protection tools. And right at this point, it's pretty much wants, and the prices are so inflated that I wouldn't even consider buying a lot of guns at this point. Pistols are decent prices now, but the rifles are just ridiculous. I saw a Wasser, a Wasser 10 or a GP Wasser 10 69 or 63 or whatever. I saw one on sale. Well, I saw one being sold used at $1,200 just recently in early 2013. Just recently. Okay. Then just keep in mind, I bought my Wasser, the Woodstock, for $400 a couple years ago at Dunham's. Now you can't even find them at places like that anymore. But I mean, $1,200. I mean, yes, it came with a whole lot of tactic crap on it. It had a collapsible stock, which made sense. But then it also had a tri-rail, and then it also had the scope and the scope mount, and on top of the scope there was some other laser, some other crap on there. I'm thinking like, wow, really? You're trying to pull this off? Like $1,200 is ridiculous. So at this point, I'm gonna hold off on buying another rifle until things slow down. I think what's gonna happen is with the retail stores shut down and the sequester in Washington, D.C., and the slowdown in manufacturing that we had in the latter part of last year and the early part of this year, you may see a lot of layoffs. And if that happens, a lot of people who bought these guns at inflated prices, people who normally don't buy guns, will probably be turning these guns in to sell them pretty soon. I'm going to focus on getting better armor, okay, getting some plates, some better plate carriers. I'm going to focus on... Well, last year I sort of focused on good storage for my rifles. Better storage, better way of securing the rifles. This year I'm going to focus on a little bit more on armor, a little bit more on spare parts, like Eric Lovely recommended. Buy some spare parts for the AK, buy some more ammunition, get some more magazines, stuff like that. I'm going to wait for the prices to come back down to a reasonable level, and that's going to be my strategy for 2013. So I may not buy any new guns for maybe a year or so. It depends on what the situation is. I never buy guns during big panics. It's just a bad idea. That's why you buy guns ahead of time. That's why you prep ahead of time. But like I told you guys before, maybe a good idea to buy one ahead of time. Well, now, I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm going to hold off. You guys tell me what you're going to do in terms of buying new guns. How long are you going to wait to buy some new guns? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And don't forget, the future belongs to those who are prepared for it today. Bye.